Hey there, it's Greg T here with a quick overview on adding new pages and stuff. I'm just actually adding going to the login page now for your site. Okay, so you're looking at adding a new page because I guess you ran into a little bit of an issue with adding a new page to the resources tab on your website. Now, that is going to be two different things. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, create a page. And second of all, then we're going to show you how to, I guess, a few steps, show you how to upload the PDFs and get those ready, and with a few pointers on that, and then how to add new ones as you go. So here we go, do the login. Now, first of all, you got a bit of a new login here. We've added some extra security and customized some things just a little bit for your website. And with this extra security, what you have is the potential of, now we'll see this, I'm gonna do the login here, and it may or may not work, we'll see. Oh, we did a quick one. The reason it did work is I was recently in your site. Now, what happens is with this login, if you haven't been in the website for a while, it could make you come across and say, I'm sorry, that's an incorrect login. However, it's not. Please, as long as you're using the right password and username, it's set to actually do it twice so that it recognizes you, that you are trying a second time and it's still you. Reason being is, of course, it thwarts hackers a little bit, because if they do it and they say it says the wrong login, they try something different, and that's what we're hoping for. So anyway, that's just a nice little security feature that's sitting there. So here's how we're going to do the pages. Now, first of all, I'm going to open the website in a new tab here and take a quick look at that. And it's the resources page, I believe, is what you're talking about adding. So let's just kind of pick one. We'll just say we're using the testimonials page and take a look. See how that's set up. It's got the background. Okay, cool. And information stuff there. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new page to start with. We're going to show you that step here. Now with pages, you can either go to the pages and it says add new, or you can go to the top where it says new and add page there. It's all redundancy and it all works the same. So click add new page. Now what I'm going to do is for this one here, we're going to call it patient handouts, as you said. So there we go. Oops. Patient handouts. There we go. And we're going to click the builder and add that. Now what that's going to do is that's going to put the builder basically in place. Oh, by the way, if you get kind of notices and stuff here, you can just turn them off. That's quite all right. Not interested. Kind of clicking that there. Get rid of those kind of things just to get rid of all the extra stuff that's sitting here on your screens. Not a problem to do that. Okay, so here we are. We've got this so here. Now, since I press those buttons, it's got a page draft. It saves that, which is a good, nice feature as well. Now this does load the pages just a little bit different than before. It used to come right up and say, how do you want to set the page? Now we've got this little plus button. We're going to click that. We have pre-made layouts, save layouts, and existing pages. That's what we want there. We're going to scroll down here, and what we're going to find is we're going to find probably what I say here. We're going to look for the testimonials page, and we may have called it something different actually when we, oh no, there it is. And I'm going to load the testimonials page. So what that does right off the bat is it loads all the information from testimonials. So let's click publish. And the reason this is fine and okay to do so as far as clicking publish is the page itself is going to be then published, but it's not going to show up on the website. Not yet. Now we will show that at the very end of this video. Now once that is saved, that is all set and good, we're going to go in view page here at the top. Reason being is we want to see what the page actually looks like here in the background. So, you know, not looking too bad. It automatically propagates the page. Now I think we used the blog page, not the handouts, sorry, not the testimonials, my bad. But no big deal. So it automatically propagates the title of the page there. And now this background image, we might want to change that. And I'm going to show you how to change the rest of this too. So while we're in this, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Enable Visual Builder button at the very top here in the middle and click that. That's going to set it up so we can actually edit all the features of the page right here in front of us, okay? Now we want to leave the title because that's working just fine. Now if we want to change the picture, we go to the gear here, because the end of the gears open all these things. Background, because that's an image in the background, and there's your image section, and there's your image right there. So I'm going to leave this one with you. You can click the gear, and then you can either locate something that's already in your library, or you can upload a new photo. I do believe one thing of note here. You see some of the images and stuff that are here right now. This one here, it says that it's 1 megabyte in size. Okay, this one here, not bad. This one's 2 megabytes. I'm gonna say right now that is way too big. Okay, when we're uploading any images and stuff to websites, you're trying to keep those under 1 megabyte in size, because larger images will slow down. everything on your website. You know, just simply will slow it down. You notice these are all like 2,304 by 1,728. Those, you know, as far as sizes, too large. Honestly, width-wise, you can max it out by going about 1,200 and be fine. So width is the first number, and then the height is the other one. Going at 1,200 pixels on the width is more than enough. So if you can resize those, that would be beneficial to loading on your website. You can see this one here, for instance, that we have in the background for your login screen. That is 2,000. You know, it's huge, but look at the size of that. It's only 122 kilobytes because we've refined the image to make sure that it is better size-wise. Even going down to some of these, you know, these are 5 kilobytes, really, really tiny. You know, ones that don't make sure that your pages load faster. There are online tools, free sizing tools online that you can find. If you do a search for image sizing online, you can find those, and again, they're free. So yeah, once you've uploaded or selected the picture, you just select that, and that will go in place of the existing one, which we're going to leave right now. Now in this case, part of the building here is just our basic builder. It comes in sections. It's the blue section, blue color, sorry, rows and columns, which is your kind of tealy green, and then modules are the black or the dark gray. Okay, in this case, this is a blog feed, which we don't really need, so I'm going to click the garbage and get rid of the blog feed. Now what we're going to do, though, is we're going to create areas for downloading. Now, you said you've got some PDFs to download. Now, I have one with me here, and I'm going to use that. But first of all, what I'm going to do is show you here. We've got this here, and this is changing column structure. Let's click that. So right now, it's one full column. Let's go with 3 columns. As 3 columns, this gives us the ability to add buttons, because that's what we're going to make. We're going to make this downloadable. So that's going to add a button here, and this is going to be, I believe this is selecting shoe size, and I'm just going to leave that at that. You can change the title if you like. Now you notice what this button now looks like. If we go into this, we can play a little bit with it. Okay, design. You know, we want it to align the center of that section or that column we put it in. Text looks fine. Let's customize the button. Now I can do this, and I'm going to show you how that's going to help you in the future. I'm going to make the button text white. We're going to make the background our red. I'm going to get rid of the border, and I'm going to add a radius and round it just like your other buttons to about 42 pixels on the width. And there. Now because that's an arrow, we don't necessarily want that because, you know, we're downloading something. So let's make it there. That's nice. So they're downloading the PDF. Perfect. And I'm going to click correct. That's good. Now here's the thing. Once you've got this button and it's all done, you can go here. You know, again, you mouse over these things. It says duplicate module. You click that, take that, drag it over here. You now have your second button. Don't worry about this error report. Not a big deal. And we can do that for all of them. So that's kind of handy there. The reason that shows up, by the way, is because of how some of the images and stuff are loaded off-site here. Not a biggie. I just click save on this page, and watch this. I'm going to hit refresh, and the button will show up again, and we're still in editing mode, so not a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we will get the link to the PDF now, because that's important for this page. I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to load the dashboard in a new tab, and we're going to take a look at that. Now over here, media, and we're going to add new. I'm going to click select files, and now I'm going to go to your particular folder, which we have right here, Proactive Health 2021 March, and there's that PDF. It's 6.2 megs. That's a kind of large file, to be honest. If it's possible for you to get some of these things reduced and just as far as reduced in size and making it much smaller, that would be beneficial, again, to the loading of your site. This one, we'll use this one for now, but you can replace it, and this is how you replace it, okay? Same way as we're doing this one. So once everything's uploaded, if you click edit, it's going to open a new screen, and right here over the right hand side it says file URL. We're going to copy the URL to clipboard. I'm going to go back to that page, and watch this. Open up on the gear, click link, paste that in there, and always set it to open a new tab, because if it's taking you off the website itself, that's a good way, because otherwise people open it right there in the tab, they say that's great, and they can shut down and leave your site. We don't want them to do that. We want them to stay there. So save changes. That's it. Now we go down to the bottom. There's a purple button at the bottom. We click that, and over on the right-hand side bottom, it says save. Once we have clicked save, that's it. Your page is done. Now all you need to do, I'm gonna, is you can go here, as I said, duplicate, move the button over here, change your URL to the new one that you've gotten from the next one that you've uploaded. Sorry, right there, and do that. Like we've already fine-tuned, or we've already customized the look of the button, so that will just be repeated if you duplicate. Now the very last thing here, I think we're going to do is I'm going to say hold it. It likes to have a title here that says downloadable PDFs for for whatever. So watch this. We're going to duplicate this entire section. Now, we really don't need a button in this section, so we'll get rid of it. We're going to change the structure to full width, or one full one, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to add text, and I'm going to say downloadable PDFs for clients. You can change this to whatever you like, of course. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this, highlight it. I'm going to make that a heading 2, because we've already got a heading 1 up here. I know that. I just know that. Now I'll go to the design side and watch this. Start here, H2, that's your heading 2. We'll make that semi-bold. We're also going to make that centered. And I'm going to reduce the size just a little bit to be right about, sorry, let's move this so we can see it. Yeah, right about, now it looks smaller than it is. Now what's happening here is because of the heading choice I picked here. Let's go back and change that actually, just to make this a little bit more manageable. I'm going to make it a 3. Okay, we're going to the heading 3. Oops. Do that for the H3 stuff. Now it's going to be semi-bold. This one's going to be centered as well. And then our sizing, we probably be able to reduce just a little bit here. Not too bad. And we can even make it red for that matter. And we click the button and save. So that's it. If you don't like some of the spacing, you can change some of the spacing by literally dragging. And I'm going to click save, and your page has been saved. Now the very last step, and that is you want to know how to get that page into your menu. I'll show you. Let's exit the builder here first of all. We're going to be done. I'm now going to go to the menus section. So here we are at menus, and here's we have right here. So once you have this, you have to literally take this, the handout thing you've done, add to menu. Now there's a few steps here. It's not an automatic. Take that. You can take this and then drag it into the place you want it to. So say you wanted it right there, patient handouts. And then when you're done, you click Save Menu over here at the right-hand side. Okay. Once that's done, it will then appear in your menu in your website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm going to take it off after, because we don't want this necessarily to be live until you have all the PDFs you want in there, or more PDFs. So there it is. You can see right here, it's all set. I'm going to hit save. And once the menu's saved, if we go here and open a new tab and go to the website, bang, there we are. And in the resources, there's your patient handouts. We click that button and it goes to that page for you, just like what we set up. And that's it. That's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the patient handouts in the back end here, remove, and save that menu again so it doesn't show up until it's ready, but it's ready when you are all set. Just make sure you go up here to the right-hand side and log out before you, when you're finished, of course, with the site. And that's all. So hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, fire off an email, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, of course. And that's all. So take care.